Yes, tama yun. Kasi merong mga ibang mga medications o yung mga gamot na ginagamit sa mga diabetes, sa mga heart diseases na nag-alter ng ating chemistry ng ating utak. At yun ang mga nag-trigger ng chronic or mild depression.
Okay. So, hindi lang yung depression is smoking lang?
Yes, merong depression na tinatawagin na caused by an organic cause like yung mga gamot nga, yung mga ating, tsaka pati ang food. No? So, pati yung food na maling pagkain, maling mga kinakain, yung mga additives, yung mga MSG, all of these artificial foods can really cause a trigger in the brain that can cause depression also.
From an endocrinologist's point of view,
Yes.
gaano ka-laki ito? Dapat ito papunta ng vaccine for a particular research? Paano ba gusto mo? How do you want to address this?
Yes, dapat yan sa lahat ng mga doktor, no? Hindi lang sa mga endocrinologists, dapat titingnan din ang lifestyle ng isang tao. Hindi lang ang paggamot ay hindi lang doon sa simptoma nung isang tao. It has to be the whole lifestyle of the person, what he eats, ano yung ginagawa niya pang araw-araw, ano yung kanyang moods. Yun din ang isa sa mga titingnan dapat ng mga doktor natin.
Bukod dun sa side effects ng medication ng diabetes, at mga heart conditions, yun bang disease mismo, meron din siya influensya sa magiging depressed ng isang tao?
Yes, kasi syempre meron kang disease o meron kang sakit. No? Pagka may sakit ang isang tao, ultimately the brain is altered. I mean, hindi yan normal na kurso ng isang taong buhay. Ano? So, pag tayo ay meron tayong mga diseases, yan ay sanhi ng isang hindi tamang formula ng brain that can also cause depression. Mild, moderate, or severe in some cases. Hindi naman sabing lahat ng mga may sakit na diabetes or may sakit na hypertension ay meron ganitong effect or results.
So being a doctor treating hormone-related diseases and illnesses, what would you advise the patients who, might have a clue that they have depression?
For patients, no, they should also always be aware of the symptoms. No? Depression is like any other disease. Ito ay tulad ng flu, tulad ng lagnat, ito ay nagagamot. Kung ito ay maaagapan ng maigi, nasa una pa lamang, yan ay magagamot. At yun ang dapat nating sasabihin sa mga tao, no, na hindi dapat sila maging hopeless or magkaroon ng stigma ang mga tao sa sakit na depression.
So
merong hope.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Usually, depression would attack yung mga adolescents, pero meron din childhood depression. And then, of course, adults also experience depression.
If students have deep problems or deep anxieties, we cannot say that a certain student maybe do not have loads or burdens in life. Usually, our students have also problems in life. That is, say, in their family, no, they also meet problems. And then sometimes if students could not cope up with the problem, they may feel not exactly depression for the first times or the first moments that they have the problem. Maybe they will be feeling some sort of stress like that. Tapos, pagkatapos nun, if they cannot overcome their stress, nagiging anxiety na yun sa kanila. And then finally, pag naging deeper yung anxiety nila, so maybe it would turn out as a depression. Ang depression kasi kung minsan, nagiging mental disorder na po yun. So just like what Dr. Santos said, di ba? It's not only students at a young age, maybe adults also could also have this kind of disorder, and then old people like us, di ba, have also this kind of disorder, but then if we see symptoms like, for example, ang sa estudyante, nakikita na natin yung isang depressed na estudyante na wala na ang concentration niya sa classroom, o kaya makikita natin na hindi na siya consistent sa mga sinasabi niya pag kinakausap siya ng teacher or whoever, di ba? O kaya sometimes, di ba, nandyan na yung she tries to isolate herself among the group. And then later on, makikita mo na lang siya na laging absent sa classes. So, pag nagtaka na ang teacher, magtatanong siya kasi sabihin din ng mga classmates niya or friends niya na may problema siya. So, yun na pala, matindi na pala yung kanyang problema. So, yun, depressed na yung bata. So, makikita na lang natin na kaiba na talaga ang kilos niya.
Men or women, both would experience depression. Yun lang, if you're a female, you're more open about it. Kaya madaling ma-detect na the female is depressed. Pero yung lalaki kasi, parang they're ashamed of showing their worries or their anxieties.
Because they are men.
Because they are men.
They seem to be strong. And ayun, 'di ba? They can hide, 'di ba, their depressions. Kaya lang talaga whoever may be attacked with depression, kay babae, kay lalaki, no? As long as we could no longer do anything about problems or whatsoever, talagang it will turn down to depression.
I think we should be very alert when we see students showing signs of depression. We should immediately try to talk to them, maybe find out what is troubling them. It might be academic problems, it can be family problems, any problem at all that seems to overwhelm them. So kung ganun, kailangan na makausap ka agad so that we can do something about it. Maybe give them suggestions, advices, or things like that.
Okay. So another thing is we should teach them the value of resiliency. Okay, being resilient is being strong. Like being strong, parang against all odds. Okay, anything that comes or any problem that comes in their way, they should be strong about it.
So in such cases, sometimes, di ba, pag napansin na ng teacher na ang isang estudyante ay nagdadaan ng isang depression, maybe if we cannot do anything or we feel that we already need some professional help, in school we have the guidance office. We could refer that student to the guidance office, and the guidance office will somehow find solutions so that the student will be helped. Maybe one factor na is to inform the parents about the condition. And well, aside from counseling, so it is important also to inform the parents so that the parents can help solve the problem if in case.
So there are ways of treating depression. If it's really depression, then maybe a psychiatrist who can prescribe medicines can help. No, kasi before you can talk to the person who is depressed, you have to bring him out of his depression. And so there are drugs na binibigay sa kanila para makausap niyo sila. Because otherwise, mahirap kausapin ang isang depressed na tao.
As an advice to our students and the other people who may be experiencing depression, we advise you to, find somebody else whom you can talk to your problem, because talking it out will alleviate that maybe pain or stress that is eating you, and somehow in talking it out you will find the right solution to your own problem that causes the depression. Like when you are already attempting to commit a suicide, diba? If you can tell that to anybody else, maybe that's the person whom you are talking to can give you some beautiful reasons why you should not commit suicide. Okay. The tendency for those people who have the tendency to commit suicide is that wala silang nakausap at walang napagsabihan nung ano, kaya yun, they end up their life. But once they have somebody else to whom they could talk to about their problem, maybe they will be enlightened not to do any suicide attempt. a person who is in that stage maybe has the depression is already very deep, and what I can say is they already need some professional help. And so for students who may be thinking or maybe having that depression, we advise you to see your teachers. Your teachers can help. If your teachers cannot help, they may refer you to other professional people who can handle the problem.